Thanks for coming tonight, everyone. It's 5 o'clock, so we'll get started. Tonight we'll be going through a really light stretching yin style of yoga, so really just focusing on relaxing and stretching out the body. Make sure you have what you need, some water. I have some blocks, but of course that's just because I have the availability of them, so don't worry about if you don't have it. Maybe a towel to cover the eyes or to use it to help as an assistant in any stretch. I have my essential oils on. So get yourself in a nice comfortable area. And then when you're ready, let's meet laying down on the back. Making sure that you are muted. And when you're ready, lay yourself down, close your eyes. Now, you might have to take some slight adjustments throughout your Shavasana, making your body comfortable and grounded on the mat. Close your eyes. Option to have legs long. They could be in a more narrow position, or you can take the legs as wide as you like. If you have a sore lower back, feel free to go in easy bend knee position, so the soles of feet are placed on the mat about hip width apart, and the knees can lightly touch in center. And option to open your hips by going into butterfly, bound angle, soles of feet in, knees wide, and you can let those inner thighs open, letting gravity slowly release those knees lower. Arms can be long, again, maybe wide if you have that space, or lifted above head. Allow your head to tilt slightly back. We want to remain a nice open throat. One cleansing breath, inhale through the nose, open mouth, and try and let a sigh out the mouth. When you close mouth, soften the lips, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, jaw relaxed. We'll start to enter Ujjayi Pranayama, ocean sounding breath. Trying your best to focus on keeping this breath throughout your whole practice. Mouth stays closed. Start to allow a slow 4-second inhale through your nose. Holding pause at the top, breath at the back of the throat. And exhale, slow 4-second release out the nose. Or you'll hold that pause at the base. Allowing those breaths to deepen, filling full lungs and belly. With the option to stay where you are in your Shavasana, or letting your head gently fall to the right, feeling a slight opening in the left side neck. Inhale, let that head slowly lift to the center. And on your exhale, let that head gently fall to the left. Head, inhale, gently lift center. Option to open mouth and sigh the breath out. As we'll take a light wiggle of the fingers, the toes, maybe a roll of the wrists as you're slowly releasing out of your corpse pose Shavasana position. Let your legs extend nice and long down that mat now. Arms, we'll take an inhale, sending them straight above the head. Reach the body, lengthening it as long as you can. And on the exhale, let that tension go, soften the muscles. Again, inhale, engage and reach. And exhale to relax. Keeping those arms above the head, palm on top of palm, or feel free to even interlace all your fingertips, and you can always release your index fingers and your thumbs. Lengthen the body and let those arms start to reach to that right side and walk those feet to the right side of the mat as well. So you're getting a bit of a C shape side body stretch, and you're keeping those arms as straight as you can. From being to the right, slowly let your body float to center, feet in, and we'll gently be letting ourselves stretch and lengthen to the left with those feet and that upper body arm reach. And gentle release, full body, just back in center, nice and long. Right knee, inhale, float that knee into your chest. Take those hands, interlace them on that right shin or grab on, and gently give that knee a hug, compressing it into the chest, the belly. Left leg stays long. An option to keep those eyes closed here, face soft. Start to guide your knee wide to the right side, hugging the knee in towards that shoulder, armpit area. The hip is now rotated open, massaging our ascending colon in our wind, removing supine pose. Floating our right leg straight up to sky. Take those hands, interlace, or simply grab on anywhere behind your right leg, just avoiding right behind the knee. Start to point and flex your top right foot. An option to move into some light ankle rolls, just rolling that ankle into a nice circular motion and making sure you take it the other way now if you haven't. Keeping our right leg lifted to the sky. Hands can stay where they are. Feel free to stay here. We're getting a nice hamstring leg stretch. Knee can always be bent. And if you want to increase that stretch anytime, you can always walk those hands up a bit higher towards the foot or gently pull that leg in towards the body, deepening that stretch now, holding it as best as you can. Keeping our right leg lifted, let your hands release. Float them long down by your sides. We'll float the leg long down the mat for our 4 count. Start to lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lightly let that leg go long, shaking it out a bit if needed. Left knee, we'll inhale, lift to the chest. Hands interlace or grab onto that shin and get a nice hug, compressing into the body, keeping your right leg long down the mat, face soft, and those eyes can remain closed. Start to sweep that left knee wide towards that left shoulder, pulling it in, massaging our descending colon in your wind removing supine pose, letting that hip open up. And we're slowly increasing that leg, straightening it up to the sky, interlacing those hands behind that leg, avoiding the knee. Start with a point and a flex of that top left foot. Option, add in those ankle rolls, circle it out. And bringing it that other way as well. Up to you now, keeping that leg where it is. Anytime, if you want to deepen it, hands can walk up higher, leg can gently pull in, and again, you can always bend that knee anytime you need today. Breathe and hold. That leg stays lifted. Let those arms go long down by sides. Take your slow release to mat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dribble out those legs a bit or give them a little release side to side. One at a time, we'll float both those knees into chest. Inhale, lift those knees. Wrap arms around shins, hug the body in, and start to rock the body out. Side to side, get a nice massage of the lower back, the hips on the mat. Let your body come to a hold in center. Pull those knees wide, knees are towards the shoulder area. Stay here or flex the feet. We'll move into happy baby. Grab onto the feet or maybe the ankles or the shins. Pull those knees wide, feet lifted. Give it a nice hold here in your happy baby. Lightly let your feet release. Float the knees back to touch at 90. Open up those arms into cactus. Elbows are wide with the shoulders. Those palms are open. Knees can stay side by side, or for our first final twist option, cross that right knee over the left knee to deepen it. Inhale, light tuck, knees into your chest. Exhale, float the knees down to that left side. If you're comfortable with it, slowly bring that gaze right. An option, take that left hand, grabbing onto the legs, the knee area, and adding a bit more of a pull in your supine spinal twist. On your inhale, let the legs nice and slow float up to center. Uncross those legs and give it a little rock side to side. Knees in center, option across your left knee over the right. Inhale, small tuck, knees into chest. Exhale, slow lower knees fall to the right. Option, let that gaze go left. And option to add in that hand, right hand on those legs, deepening that pull in the side body. And making a point to try and focus on that left shoulder pressing to the mat. Let yourself slowly inhale, lift center, legs uncross, rock it out. Option to hug those knees in. Releasing body side to side. And we'll slowly lift those legs straight up to the sky now. Both those legs are straight up. You can always level once, use your hands on those legs to give it a bit more support if you need. Otherwise, arms long, right down by your sides of the body, palms down, gaze lifted. Feel free to stay here, gaze up, still receiving benefits of an inversion. Otherwise, now is where we will give the option as well for a shoulder stand and a plow pose. So keep that gaze lifted only if you're comfortable. Tuck your back and your bum off the mat, placing those hands on the tailbone lower back area. Again, your gaze is still lifted straight up to the sky. You can breathe, keeping space in the throat. Stay in your shoulder stand, or if you're ready for a plow pose, let those toes start to lower towards the back. Level 3 is only if those feet are fully released on the mat. Can you let those arms go long if you want to take it? Hold in your plow, breathe, gaze lifted. If you let the hands leave the lower back, place them on for support. Carefully start to lift the legs back up to shoulder stand. Go as slow as you need. Last deep breath at the top. And when you're ready to release your back of the body down, start to gently release an inch at a time and float the back and the bum to mat when you're ready. Once it is released, feet on the mat, and windshield wiper out those knees, letting them drop and fall side to side. And center with the body, knees bent with those soles of feet, hip width apart on the mat, arms long down by sides, lifting to our bridge. Inhale, push the hips up to the sky. Feel free to stay here, throat open. If you want to take it deeper, interlace all 10 fingertips, roll onto those shoulders now, push higher, and give yourself a hold here for 3 more deep breaths. Fingertips, let them release back. Exhale, slowly goes down to the mat. Outside of your right ankle, we'll place on the left thigh now. Use your right palm to gently push away that right knee wide. Level 1, figure 4, staying here if needed. To go further, inhale, float left knee up to 90. Reach your arms through your legs. You can interlace or grab behind the left thigh, on the left shin, or even left leg can be extended up. Have your head rested on the mat. And holding here, figure 4. Start to let those legs release. hug in, and just a little rock of the body out side to side, releasing tension. Right sole of the foot, let it lower to mat so you can cross outside of your left ankle on the right thigh. Using that left palm to press away that left knee wide. Choosing to stay here or option to lift, inhale, up, right knee 90, reaching it through, interlacing, grabbing thigh, shin, and relaxing that head on the mat. Let those legs start to slowly release. Hug knees, chest, rock body, side to side. Allowing our left sole of foot to go to mat. Right leg lifted straight to sky. Again, you can start with both hands, grabbing onto that leg wherever works for you. Option to move it just to the right hand on the leg or even on that foot level 2, 3, where we will start to float our right leg wide to the right. So again, use both hands if you need it, even right elbow on the mat with that hand on the outside of the leg for support. And option, float that left arm wide, either in a cactus position or just letting it go all the way long. Taking a hold here, keep it as best as you can. That right leg from being wide, use your hand to help if you need. Float the leg up to sky. Bend the leg at the knee bent at 90. Float your left leg straight down the mat. Take your left hand, grab onto your right knee, and pull that knee to the left. Getting into another twist here with the option to now go gaze right and right arm in a cactus position. Feeling a nice opening in that right hip and glute as well. And floating center. Take another hug, knee in the chest. Inhale, hug it in. And exhale, leg long for another light shake release. Place that right sole of foot on the mat. Float that left leg up. You can always start with both hands on that leg. And when you're ready to float that left leg wide, you might just use that left hand on that leg, extending it wide with the option to float that right arm into cactus or even just using that space, letting that arm go straight wide. Hip open, knee bent if you need. Using that breath. Start to carefully use that hand to help. Float that leg up to sky. Or we'll bend it at the knee here, knee at 90. Float that right leg long. Move your right hand onto that left knee and help guide it. Knee going to the right, left arm can open in cactus. An option, let that gaze go to the left. Carefully move yourself center, both shoulder blades, bum on mat, hug that knee in, inhale, and exhale, send it long for another light shake out of those legs. Knees into chest, inhale, lift, legs straight up to sky, extend, and arms long down by sides and hold. Now, this will be the last time holding the leg straight up to the sky. If you do have easy access to a wall right beside you, feel free to shimmy your bum beside the wall and moving those feet there so that you do have that support. If you don't have easy access to a wall and you want to use your hands to grab onto the legs or any sort of prop you have, a towel behind the feet, feel free to use it. It'll be a little bit of a longer hold here, so try your best. Breaks anytime you need. Close your eyes. Arms are up to you as well. And try your best to keep those legs lifted. Even if they are shaking, you can always bend and not have those legs 100% straight. Connecting into your mind on these challenges and trying to breathe through it. Keep it up, we're almost there. Now, if you're against the wall, of course, you're gonna have to take your time to let the legs try to fall to the side, make it as graceful as you can for yourself. If you just have those legs lifted when you're ready, take a nice bend. If you prefer to rock it out, side to side, or windshield wiper those knees, whatever is good for you. Let's give ourselves a release on the mat. And when you're ready to roll over onto your right side to find your fetal position, you'll start to gently roll the body over with the option to use either the right arm long under the head as a pillow, or even you can use that right palm, hugging it under. Option left palm on the mat, earth. Few deep breaths. And using that left palm as a nice assistance to press the body to seated. Grab water if you need here, and then we'll meet on the mat in seated with those legs extended long, grounding down our sit bones on the mat. Sit yourself tall, try to flatten your back, taking a nice light shoulder roll. Inhale, shoulders lift, hug the shoulder blades in together, and exhale, release down and back. Again, inhale up, hug in, and exhale, release. Forward, inhale, lift, push those shoulders forward, and exhale down. And last time, inhale, lift, forward, and release. Arms up on the inhale, open that chest lightly. And exhale, send those arms reaching forward, grabbing on to legs, feet. Again, bind if you have it with a prop, folding the body. By letting that head release down, you might be feeling some tension release from the neck, the spine, getting a full stretch in the backs of those legs, and even those feet. If we're getting a nice flex, stretching out through the Achilles heels, tendons. Give yourself a few more deep breaths to fold and surrender. Prepare to float full body up to sky, arms lifting, hitting a flat back. Inhale, reach up. Try and reach those arms straight, flat back engaged. And exhale, bend from elbows, float those fingertips down. Right leg stays long, grab onto that left leg and pull that sole of foot in towards that inner thigh and re-ground your sit bones down if needed. Both arms up, inhale, lift. Exhale, reach and fold that body fully down over that right leg. Keeping body as is, adding in side body opener, left arm. Inhale, reach it wide to the left. And exhale, extend those fingertips, reaching towards those right toes. We're opening up our left side body, the shoulder, and maybe even that left side of the neck. Breathe. Two more breaths. We'll windmill just that left arm up. Inhale, lift it and float the body up to seated. Use your hands, grab onto that left leg and cross your left sole of foot over that right leg now. Keep that leg straight for a nice seated twist, or to deepen your twist, bend that right leg at the knee as well. Sit bones grounded. Put your left palm behind your back, body sitting tall. Inhale, reach right arm to sky, option gaze up. And exhale, twist. Take that arm to the outside of that thigh area. Let your gaze go back. You have lots of options of right arm long, palm lifted, stop sign motion, grabbing the thigh, or option reaching that right hand through that left leg and left hand behind the back. And you try to interlace those fingertips or just grab on. Breathing into our digestive twist. If you did choose to take a bind, let your hands release. We'll all simply exhale, float body to center, shoulders square. Let the legs gently go and shake it out or release it again side to side if you need. Letting that left leg stay long, and this time pulling in that right sole of foot to the inner thigh area. Grounding down on the mat. Both arms up, nice inhale, reach. And exhale, float forward and fold that body down. Adding in that right side body opener by keeping our body folded. Reach right arm back to right. Inhale and exhale. Reach those fingertips towards those left toes. Open the shoulder and that right side body to the sky. Hang on to it. 2 more breaths. And light inhale, reach that right arm and float your back up. Grabbing on right leg, where we'll cross that sole of foot over the left leg now for our twist. Keeping that left leg straight or taking that bend at the knee. Right palm behind our back. Inhale, left arm lift, reach. Exhale, twist, arm outside of right thigh. Gaze back over right shoulder. Option left arm, long palm up, grab the thigh, or reach that left arm through the right leg and right hand behind back to bind. If you are in a bind, let those hands go and let your body exhale, float center, and let those legs release with those hands and give it a little shake out again. Water if needed. We'll transition to tabletop, which is hands and those knees on the mat. So take your time and adjust yourself to find that tabletop position. Toes light tuck under. Walk that left palm forward a few inches on the mat. Right arm lift to sky. Inhale, open shoulder. And exhale, cross it under and through that body to that left side where your right side of the face will now go to mat and the right shoulder. Applying a light pressure, side body stretch. Left arm is bent, so you can use that left palm to gently help push body up to center. Right palm on the mat, slightly forward. Inhale, stretch that left arm up. And sweep it under and through to that right side, bringing that left side of face on that mat. Bum, sit bones lifted. Right palm, gentle help to lift. Arms long, untuck toes, push back, and enter a nice child's pose. Forehead lightly on the mat, arms reaching straight. Letting ourselves float back into tabletop where the toes option can lightly tuck. Entering a side body stretch before we come into our cat-cow. Give yourself a few breaths of free back and hip movement here. So taking it maybe into some figure eights. And letting those arms, hips, spine, just get a nice light movement on your own for a little bit longer here. Let's meet back in center, hands, knees on the mat, body in a straight line. Inhale, push your belly down, open your throat, you're in your cow pose. Exhale, tuck belly, bum in, round that spine to enter your cat. Inhale, push down, open throat, lift bum, sit bones. Exhale, tuck in, round body, spine and shoulder blades. Two more, inhale, open cow. Exhale, tuck in and round that body in your cat. Last time, inhale, cow pose. And exhale, tuck in and round in your cat. Release to a nice flat back. Walk those knees as wide as the mat, untuck toes, and a quick wide leg child's pose, pushing the hips back. And again, those arms are reaching as straight as they can on the mat. We'll be entering our first downward facing dog. Feel free to shift forward to tabletop, tuck the toes, and push those sit bones up to the sky when you're ready. And take a nice light walk in your down dog. Move the feet, high on toes, sinking heel. We can roll over onto the tops of those feet, the toes. And again, with those hips and the side body, feel free to take it side to side. Take your time, try to heel toe, let the feet walk halfway up the mat so that you end up in a standing forward fold. Let the body release down. Head is all the way down. Knees bent if you need. Start to fold deeper. Option to stay or take hand to grab on the opposite elbow. Round your body and add a light sway side to side, nice and light. And center to release. Walk those feet as wide as the mat, keeping them parallel. Body still folded. Take that left palm down, center mat under the center of the chest. Use your fingertips or a block if you need. Inhale, extend right arm straight up to the sky. Shoulder opener, hold and reach. Float palm down, exhale. Place that right palm down center and inhale, lengthen that left arm to the sky. If we can, gaze up to fingertips. And exhale, let it go. Feet can now walk in about an inch or two. I'm just going to pivot my weight to face the front. So feet out slightly wider than hip width apart, and now turn your toes out so your feet are at a 45-degree angle. We'll be coming into Malasana, garland pose by bending your knees and floating our bum to hover off the mat. Goal to have those heels release. So right now you can make adjustments if you feel like those feet aren't in the right alignment. If you do have a block and you feel that the ground is just a bit too far away and you'd rather be rested on your block, feel free to use it. If our heels are on the mat and we're ready to go hands to heart center, bring them to heart center, open the chest, knees wide, back is flat. And if you need to release right out of this, feel free to bring bum on mat, soles of feet and knees wide, and butterfly. As again, we're holding for a little bit longer. So in any of those options, knees wide, chest open, hold, and breathe. Now, if you want to stay holding here, feel free. Otherwise, we'll add in just a simple side body reach. Right fingertips light to mat, left arm lift, and an easy light side bend of body to the right, and gaze can go up. So a little bit more advanced. I would only take it if you're comfortable 100% in that Malasana. Arm that is lifted to sky, left arm, let's float it down. Light on mat for support. Inhale right up and a little side body stretch where gaze can lift. Right arm lifted, float it to mat. If you've moved to your bum, you can join us by folding forward, pivot feet parallel, and release down and give your hips a nice light rock here side to side to release that tension. Heel toe, let's walk those feet in so they're back together to touch or close in your forward fold. Taking a flat back, slow, inhale, lift, flat back, tuck belly, lengthen the body, and exhale, fold forward, round that spine. 2 more times here. Inhale, lift, nice elongated spine, and exhale, round and fold. Once more, inhale, lift, and exhale, fold, release. Walk those palms forward and step those feet back one at a time to your downward facing dog, where we'll be entering our pigeon pose. Right leg, inhale, lift, open hip, nice point of those toes, high on left toes, float knee into chest, shin on a 45-degree angle, where we let it release on that mat. Left leg goes long ways behind us, untucking those back toes, keep foot in a straight line. Squaring your hips, make adjustments as needed, and if you ever want to go deeper, move that shin more to a straight parallel position. Hips square. If this is too much pressure on the knee, feel free to come to your back in a figure 4 position there today. Light on fingertips option. Inhale, arch your back, open your throat for one light mini back bend, chest opener. And exhale, start to fold forward when you're ready. Sleeping pigeon, option to be on your forearms, forehead on fists. You can use a block, anything you have if you want it to rest, or you can be released right to the mat all the way down. And holding here in pigeon, and if needed, figure 4 on the back. Continuing to focus on your breath. Last few deep breaths. Take your time to let the body raise up, bringing those hands lying under those shoulders on the mat, palms down. Tucking our back toes under. Now you can always step back into a down dog position, or we'll be lifting right leg up into three-leg dog. Option to try and sweep your right leg up, give it a straight leg stretch. And exhale, float that foot to mat in down dog, and walk it out on the spot through the feet and those hips. Pressing those heels to mat, floating left leg up on an inhale, open up that hip, point those toes, high on right toes, float knee into chest, shin on 45-degree angle, and float it on that mat. Leg long behind us, untuck those toes, square out those hips, adjust if you need. Light on fingertips with the option to open our chest, take a nice inhale. Arch and open. And on your exhale, folding down as low as you'd like to go here. And taking a nice hold in your pigeon pose with option to move to back if needed. And we'll carefully bring those hands up from here when you're ready, placing those palms on that mat about shoulder width apart. Tucking those back toes, either down dog or three-leg dog. Lift, inhale, stretch that leg up. And exhale, float to the mat. And one last chance here to get a nice walk out in your down dog. Child's pose, high on toes, up to you. Take it narrow or wide on the mat. And sit the body back for 5 deep breaths, child's pose. If you want to keep the arms straight in center, feel free. Otherwise, you have the option. Left arm, long palm to left side mat. Place that right palm on top. And we'll give it a walk, right arm long, palm to right side mat, and that left palm can place on top. Both arms reaching in center, give it one last deep breath. And take your time when you're ready to roll body, grabbing anything if needed, move to seated on the mat. We'll be finishing off on the back with soles of feet in, knees wide, a wide ankle bound pose. And if you do have those blocks, I'm going to use them right under my knees, but again, it's not necessary. So when you're ready to release yourself down, do it slow. And then let's meet, bringing those soles of feet in with those knees wide. You decide on those arms. And we're going to take our last hold here. Open those hips. Close those eyes. And try to enter a state of your Shavasana while having those knees extended wide. So start to pay attention to that breath, calming the body. Giving yourself some moments of stillness from your day. Letting those knees fall wider with time and feeling the body get heavier as you sink and deepen into the mat. Now feel free to use your hands to gently bring those knees in, gentle lift. Option, ground down that back, hug those knees in, give yourself one last rock out. And feet to mat, bend knee for one more windshield wiper it out, side to side. Release your legs where you wish to close your practice, bent, butterfly, long for a shake out. Arms to stay or float, hands to heart center. To stay as well, our thumbs up to third eye between the eyebrows, the brow bone, applying the leg pressure. Dedicating our practice tonight to our mental health, taking that hour for your mind, your body. And thanks for joining me this evening. Namaste.